When you look at some animals, it seems as if they are alert, thinking beings. But just how smart are they? And how can you tell the difference between intelligence and evolutionary instincts? Scientists used to think that while an animal might sometimes appear smart, every move was really the result of training or instinct. A rat in a familiar maze, they said, was moving as unconsciously as a train goes down the tracks. Until the early 1900s, when one rat outsmarted the maze. It climbed onto the mesh roof and headed straight for the food. Scientists deduced the rat must have formed a mental map of the maze and remembered where the food was. Pretty smart. Are dolphins intelligent? One researcher has put dolphins to the test to find the answer to this question. Behavioral biologist Karen Pryor has come to Marine World Africa, USA to help out with a medical exam.
That's a form of targeting right there.
This dolphin has been trained to breathe on cue, so doctors can give her a checkup.
That's a good breath. Let's do one more. Good girl. Okay, let's hear the other side.
It's one of the techniques Pryor established.
Good. Thank you. We don't use any coercion. We don't have leashes or bridles or whips or spurs. We let the animal sort of do what it's doing, and we tell it when we like that. With a whistle, followed by a bucket of fish.
It could be that Pryor's gentle touch rewarded her with a look at the dolphin mind.
I think one of the reasons we see so much of their, what we call intelligence, is that we train them without coercion. It's this beautiful method of shaping behavior. Thank you. Not supposed to laugh either, because they know that means the trainers really aren't mad.
In the late 1960s, Pryor discovered that dolphins could play more sophisticated games than anyone had dreamed. She found that dolphins share a skill we think of as uniquely human: creativity. In her experiment, she picked a new behavior each day and rewarded the dolphin for it throughout the session. Every day, the dolphin would start off with the behavior rewarded the day before, but Pryor was waiting for something new.
It took us about 2 weeks to run through the normal behaviors. There was nothing new there. That was our criterion. So we couldn't reinforce her. She became despondent almost. We were very upset too. Second session, third session kept going like this. We wondered if maybe that was going to be the end of the experiment. And then we got to session 16. And the animal came rushing out, offered us a flip we'd never seen. We reinforced that. Instead of doing that again, she offered us a tail swipe we'd never seen. We reinforced that. She began offering us all kinds of behavior that we hadn't seen in such a mad flurry that finally we could hardly choose what to throw fish at. So I think the trainer gave her the whole bucket.
Pryor had discovered that dolphins have a kind of imagination. It was a revelation for researchers.
Science has always leaned over backwards about all animals to say that, there's nothing going on in there that you can't see on the outside. They're just responding to conditioned stimuli. It might be that our creative dolphin experiment was one of the first to make it irrevocably clear that the animals are doing something on their own also, something of a cognitive nature.
And dolphins aren't alone. Elephants do indeed have a good memory. Primates use a variety of tools, from sticks to stones.
Corner. Four corner, good boy.
And some parrots have a pretty wide vocabulary and have been trained to understand the words they are using.
How many? That's right.
Understanding that humans aren't alone when it comes to intelligence shows just how far we've come. Turns out we're not so unique after all.